Am I live yet? Am I live? It's alive. But where are people? Okay. So I was going to try to chat on my phone for what you call it for Twitch, but I can't figure out how to work Twitch on my phone. So I guess I can't do that unless somebody has any clue how to do that. Or I'll just do Instagram, which is probably going to make my life a lot easier. Hi, everyone. Hello. Let's see what I can do here. Okay. I'm live. Everyone here? Everyone ready to chat about older women, cougars, anything you want to know about life? Whatever you want to know. I miss you too, all of you guys. So a real quick hello to my YouTubers here: Brendan, Justin, Raymond, Bishop, Mark, Miles, Real Rec, Renee, Bryson, and Korsman. Okay. Let's start with the first question of the day, which is, of course, where can I find a cougar? Okay, so that's a very common question. I do get asked that a lot. And the answer to that question is pretty simple. You just have to go where older women hang out, which is pretty much everywhere, right? I mean, they're not hiding anywhere on the bushes or, they're not in cougar dens, but they are pretty much anywhere where you would think that an older woman would hang out. For example, older women like to work out, so they're probably in the gym. They like to drink coffee, so they're probably at Starbucks. They like to go to clubs where they feel comfortable, so they might go to piano bars, or they might go to places that like upscale restaurants, clubs that older women are involved with, like charity or wine clubs or museums even. So there's a ton of places that you can meet people and just get yourself out there and do it. Are you only into dating younger men? MILF mania. No, I'm just happen to be in a relationship with an old. Let me clarify. I'm in a relationship with a younger man, but that doesn't mean that I might not be interested if I ever broke up with someone else, because I don't believe that you should only have like one set mindset. Like, you should be open to anybody. Don't have a type. The reason that I think I particularly am interested in younger men is because I like doing stuff that younger people like to do. Like, I like to go to the concerts and music and stuff that younger people like to do. I like to rage. No, I'm just kidding. I like to go to comedy clubs. A lot of times I find that I'm the oldest person in the room. So I don't know. I just have a young spirit, I think, and that's just me. But there are plenty of women out there that have, a wide variety of tastes. And I think you have to remember what my definition here is of cougar, or it's a confident, older, unique, genuine, assertive, and racy woman. Okay, so because everybody's attracted to confidence, right? We're all attracted to independent, confident women who aren't needy, who don't play games. And I think that's what a cougar is. I couldn't really think of another word for it. I have a new way of reaching out to me, and a way that you might enjoy. I will do a personalized video for you guys. If it's your birthday, or if it's just like something to cheer you up, or I will do a personalized video for you. And the link is in the description box below. It's called Book Cameo, Book, BOOK, Cameo, CAMEO.com. And you can book me to do a video for you. No, it's not pornographic. Yes, it's going to be whatever you want. If you want me to dance, you want me to sing, you want me to laugh, you want me to entertain you, I will do that. And it's very simple. It's an app on your phone called Book Cameo. So check it out. Book Cameo. I already got one booking and it was a lot of fun. Hey, everyone, it's 11:11. Make a wish. Okay, where were we? How does someone cope with the fact that your girlfriend's mom keeps making advances at you and she says she'll tell your wife a lie that you were together if you keep rejecting? Wow, Connor, what a deceitful person that is, right? I think you flat up just say to her, I'm not interested in this, and I'm going to come right out and say that to your daughter. I definitely think you need to speak to your daughter about this and don't hold this back and just tell her what's going on. Um, yeah. Oh, wow. Wait a second. Maybe I didn't get that right. How does someone cope with the fact that your girlfriend's mom keeps making advances at you and says she'll tell your wife a lie that you were together if you keep rejecting? So, are you having a girlfriend with your wife? I think something's screwy there. I didn't understand that. Karen, do you prefer marriage or just living? Vishal, I just prefer living. I've already been married. Do you personally find sex more pleasurable with a younger guy, Karen Raymond? Yes. I think that the younger men I've been interested in have been a little bit more adventuresome. But there are plenty of older men probably that if they're like separated and they haven't had great sex for a while, I bet you they're very adventuresome too. There's that. If you hear that noise in the background, that's my dog coughing. Do you prefer women? Do women in their 60s like getting oral performed on them? Raymond, I think women of all ages like getting oral performed on them. Do cougars have tight punani lips? Real, wreck, fake? I don't know. I have never examined all cougars' punani lips. Oh, Connor. Sorry, typo. We're not married yet. Okay, so you're not like with two different women. You're with just one person, and her mom keeps making advances on you and threatens that she will tell your future wife that you were together. And what a I don't know. I don't know what to say about that except that you better fess up and talk to your girlfriend immediately about it and say this is what she keeps doing and I don't know what to do about it and let her deal with it because it's her mom. And that needs to be nipped in the bud. Nicholas, I love older women. I find them to be sexy, more sexy. Why? Let's see what's going on. I'm going over to Instagram now. Let's see what we've got here. Can we see your beautiful feet? Not right now. Let's see. Could I give you a shout out, MILF Mania? Shout out to MILF Mania. Like I said, if you would love, I just did a shout out video. I broke my virginity on Cameo yesterday. Carlos, was it Carlos? Let me think of who it was. Yes, I think it was Carlos. And I put the video out for him, and it was just to talk about what he does. He does gaming and that kind of thing. So yeah, if you want a video and you go look at the whole list of people on Bocameo.com. There's Real Housewives on there, and there's a lot of different comedians and songwriters and famous celebrities. So go there and check out the other people that are doing it besides myself. I think it's going to be so much fun to, if you guys want me to give you a personalized shout out, I will do that. And it stays up on the site for a while. Everyone knows I'm giving you a personal shout out. Oh my goodness, some of these questions on Instagram are repulsive. Let's see. Okay. Hey, is it weird that I prefer older women? That's another common question. It's absolutely not weird. Here's the deal with older women and on your experiences with older women. And I'm sure that this is pretty common for anyone who's had an experience with an older woman. You had in your maybe whatever, sometime between 18 and 30, whatever, you had a really good experience with an older woman. What that does is it programs your brain to oh, that's the kind of thing I like. I like someone who's adventuresome in bed, who's not really needy, who's not playing games, who knows a way around a penis. So yeah, you had a really good experience with a older woman, or at least you dreamt of it or whatever, and you want to do it. So it's a preference, just like some people prefer younger women, or some people prefer blondes versus brunettes, or redheads, or blacks versus whites. It's just a preference. It's not like anything wrong with you. So just acknowledge it and say, hey, I had a really good experience and I want to repeat it. And it doesn't mean that you won't someday want someone younger. It just means that right now that's where we're at. Hey, if you haven't liked this video on YouTube, please do. And I want to hear comments later on because that's the way I know what is interesting to talk about. I put out a video today, this morning, about whether or not women should diet so that they have a tiny ass. And I think the opposite might be true. I think forget about the diet and just understand that when you diet, your face looks like shit. So go watch the video because it's pretty funny. I don't know what master ass flying twerking means. My tots look terrific. Thank you there, Real Rec. How do you know when an older woman likes you? That's a good question. It's a lot of body language, first of all. So if you haven't already seen some of my videos, I talk a lot about body language. You have to be a great observer of like the other person. Just listen and watch the way she's talking to you. There's so many ways that you could figure out if someone's open to a relationship or talking to someone or closed up like this. A lot of it is eye contact, a lot of it is smiling, a lot of it is laughing, a lot of it is touching, a lot of it is little subtle movements, like if she's like, playing with her hair and her eyelashes are going. There's a lot of different ways that you could tell if a woman is flirting with you, if she likes you. But I guess the best way to find out is by basically talking to her and from the conversation getting an idea if she wants to see you again. Let me know if you guys think that is accurate or if you have any other things that you would bring to that discussion. Where are my dogs? Can you see? One's down there. Let's see. I have 2 dogs. Do you think that a guy should use a condom first time with every new cougar that he meets, or should you take people at face value? Raymond, if you're going to ever learn anything from me, and everybody here on Instagram and everybody here on YouTube, please don't believe anyone that says that they are clean and that you don't need a condom. That's not a good person to be with. And the reason I say this is because even if that person thinks they're clean, they may not be. And because they're older, that doesn't mean that they're clean. That means that they've had many partners before you. And they also tried to get away with not using condoms. So I would strongly, strongly, strongly suggest that no matter what, if you're with someone for the first time, please use the policy, no glove, no love. I hope that didn't come off as too strong, but please understand that condoms are your friend. Speaking of condoms, if you want to get a really cool condom that I like this Hex condom. It's from Lilo. Again, all Lilo sex products are in the description box below, but I'd buy a box of them if I were you. Try out this Lilo Hex condom. They're like, they have little hexagons on them, and they're really, really thin, but yet strong, and they slide on, and I think you're going to really like them. So try out the Hex condoms by Lilo. Use my link in the description box below. It's for Lilo, Lelo. Can you do the pull-out method so as not to get a cougar pregnant? Don't use the pull-out method. That's another, okay. So I'm glad you guys are asking me about birth control and ways to prevent STDs. Pulling out does not work. There are a lot of accidents that happen with pulling out. Pulling out means that there's a little bit of preeclampsia. All it takes is one little sperm, meaning one little egg, and there's a pregnancy. In addition to that, obviously, the pull-out method is not going to be good for preventing STDs. So I suggest you don't use the pull-out method with anyone if you at all do not want to risk getting someone pregnant. Let's see. I wish I could put my face between those hunkamunkas. Okay, there, Real Rec Fake. Where do people come up with some of these names? Real Rec Fake. If you guys are enjoying this conversation, make sure that you give a thumbs up. If you're on Instagram, make sure that you follow and turn your notifications on so you'll know when I'm on again. And also, just give me the likes on the videos, because that way YouTube, which is I'm using a new format here. That's why I wasn't able to let you know in advance, but and that's why you should be a subscriber so you do get notified. Make sure you subscribe to this video. But the new form seems to have a better, cleaner coloring and It's like a better interface because you're not using a third party. I guess you're using YouTube Live Direct. So that's what I'm doing right now, just like on Instagram. So where was I? What color are your toes painted? Pink. Pink? Yeah, pink. I always, since forever, love to make love to older women. Thank you for sharing. And tell me why. What do you think about men working out? Prefer it or too bothered? Or not too bothered? I absolutely think everybody should work out, men or women. Yeah, you want to know why? Because working out means you care about yourself and you want to self improve. And to me, and any other woman who's interested, if look, put it this way, what interests you about other people? Do you like a woman who just sits on the couch and eats potato chips, or do you like someone who works out? I would go with the person who works out because I think that is much more interesting to me than someone who's kind of like a blob. You know what I mean? Uh, EO Barb says pulling out most definitely works. Uh, it may have worked for you up until this point, but you can try it again and be sorry later on when you have to come back to me and say, it didn't work. Believe me, dealing with a kid that you may not want to take care of for the rest of your life and their life, and or dealing with an STD is not worth it. And or dealing with having to pay for someone's abortion. It's not worth it, and all the feelings associated with it. So why not take 2 seconds and put the condom on? I just don't even understand why. It actually is great for young guys, especially, or people that come too quickly, because it causes less a sensation and you might be able to last longer. So it might be worth it just even for that part. See, Edward, you're giving misinformation when you're saying the chance of getting a cougar pregnant are slim to none, even if you bust them. They're old and they don't get pregnant anywhere near as easy as younger women. EO Barb, I know you think you're an authority, but trust me, I know older women who have gotten pregnant. And I also know older women who've gotten diseases and herpes and all that kind of stuff. Take my word for it. As much as you think that this cannot happen, even taking the slightest chance is not worth it. What does everybody else think? Does everybody else think it's a good idea to just like wing it and hope that a cougar is not going to get pregnant? I'm just curious if you think the pulling out method is a good one, because I'm telling you, it ain't. How do you talk to them without older problem? So without like, how do you talk to an older woman without having it be like, how you can speak to them without saying, hey, you're older than me? And how do you get rid of that? Don't even acknowledge it. Don't even bring it up. Why would it even come up? Same thing, like I said, if you're talking to someone who has blonde hair and you prefer blonde, you wouldn't say, oh, by the way, you have blonde hair. Just don't say anything about it. Chances are you're both subconsciously aware that she's older than you, and you don't need to even talk about it. It doesn't need to be brought up unless there's a problem. Kevin, thank you for saying I'm cute. Does sex not feel the same with a condom? Raymond, it may be feeling a little less sensation, but it's well worth it. From what I hear, I do not have a penis. Eobard, you're speaking from experience the same way I am. Well, unfortunately, or fortunately, maybe you haven't realized that I've been doing this YouTube channel for a long time, and I've spoken to doctors, sexologists. I've spoken to all kinds of people from all different countries and all walks of life, and they've all said the same thing. You do not want to risk a pregnancy. There you go. Talk of Texas. Not unless she tell me she's fixed. I'm not busting in them. Even if she's not fixed, whatever fixed means, having her tubes tied or having a hysterectomy, don't believe it, because unfortunately people lie. If you don't know them, you don't know what they're trying to accomplish. A lot of people are not truthful, and I don't want you guys to be hurt. And I'm talking for women too. Don't believe a guy either who says, oh, I'm shooting blanks or whatever. Don't believe it, even if they say they're on the male birth control pill. Don't believe any of this stuff. If a woman says to you she's on the pill, say, good. That's great to know. I'm glad you're taking care of yourself. I'm still wearing a condom. This is the way I did it with my boyfriend. Used a condom. We used like 5 condoms. After a while, once we decided that we were monogamous, we each got tested. And then we showed each other the test results. And once we both determined that we were both clean, that's when we started using unprotected sex. But up until that point, we used condoms. Uh, let's see. A real wreck. No, but no condom is fun as all Hades. But if you're right, Karen, those diseases are not fun. No, they're not. Something older women, sometimes older women get pissed off if you suggest a condom. Then they're not worth being with, Raymond. Really. I don't care. If someone's going to get pissed off, then that's their issue and they don't need to be with you. You need to be safe and you need to take care of yourself. Just like when the oxygen mask comes down on the airplane and they always say, take care of yourself first and then attend to other people. You need to take care of yourself first. Make sure that you are protected because no one's going to protect you except you. So you need to be responsible and take care of yourself. And taking care of yourself means wearing a freaking condom. Let's see. Can I DM you for deeper questions about older women? I answer all my questions on Patreon, patreon.com/KarenLee. I will go into graphic detail back and forth with you. Whatever you need to know, depending on your tier level, I can't be doing it 24/7, but I will at this point answer all questions and messages and message back and forth on Patreon. Some of the people here on the stream are on my Patreon channel and they could vouch for me that I do answer all questions on Patreon. Patreon.com/KarenLee, and it's in the bio here on Instagram. Do you feel uncomfortable with around your son with your boyfriend being younger than you? That's a very good question. How family members feel. I don't feel uncomfortable at all because I've been with my man for 10 years and he's part of my family. My kids know it. My parents know it. My sister and brother, their kids know it. We don't think about the age at all. Just like if it was reversed and I'm in my 50s, if I was a guy in my fifth and he's in his 50s and he's dating someone in their 40s, I don't think that you guys would think that there's anything that needed to be uncomfortable with your kids. But for some reason, people would ask that question because of the fact that there's a stereotype about older women with younger men. Hey, I made it. I love your channel. Thank you, David in Atlanta. Great. I'm 46, will be 47. I look 30 something, yet I find older women damn sexy. It's totally fine. Let's see. Oh no, Vishal, I missed your question again. I'm sorry. Wow, sorry about that, you guys. Just what, if I miss your question, by the way, if you on the bottom of this chat is a little $sign. If you want to super chat me, that means I'll answer your question first, and I'll give you a shout out, whoever you are. So there's a little $sign. You can do it for $2 or whatever it is. Just put that $sign there so I know that you're supporting me, because as you guys know, if I talk at all sexual, YouTube will not monetize me. They are very prudish. Good question, Milfmania, and let me know what you thought about that answer. Let's see, I think I talked about that working out question before. Let's see, what's this here? Let's see, Luke, I agree, that's very true. I always love to work out almost every day, and I'd love to find someone who's in a similar mindset, who takes care of themselves. Good. If a cougar gets pregnant, he will be paying child support until you're 106. True. You just don't want to be in that position. Oh, wow. I've had older women tell me just fire away. They want their child support money. Ooh, geez. Well, let's see. We're still talking about the child support. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Older women will lobby younger guys, make them pregnant. They will want to collect child support and have a young stud while the guy will be living in a studio apartment eating ramen noodles. Okay. Woo! Did you say, Karen, that too much porn can affect a guy's sexual performance? Okay, I do want to talk to you guys about porn. Today's like, I know I don't like to keep getting on the soapbox about porn and about condoms, but I guess today is going to be the day that I'm going to do it. Okay. if you watch porn, you probably keep looking for like the most exciting porn that you could find, right? There's so many different genres. I mean, there's like, I don't know, hundreds of them. But the problem with that whole idea is that if you keep watching porn and you keep finding something more and more exciting and you come really fast and you bust a nut really fast, you come fast, but every time you're with a real woman, you're going to come really fast, right? Because your body is now trained to come fast. In addition, you're going to want to do stuff like someone just asked me this morning, how do I get my wife to deep throat me? Well, guess what? In real life, that's not all that comfortable. I've talked to porn stars who don't like deep throating, but they do it because that's their job. You're not going to maybe find a nice woman who wants to please you that's going to want to be like having this cock shoved down their throat and feel like gagging. Unless they're really into that, which is great, I think the average woman is not going to want that. So think about what porn is doing to your mindset and realize it's for entertainment purposes. It's not for real life. And if you keep watching a lot of porn, you're going to end up getting addicted or getting compulsive about watching it. And you'll end up having a much harder time with a real woman. So make a choice. If it's important to you that you're at, listen, I'll tell you as an older woman, I wouldn't want someone who just like came at me in 2 seconds. So if you want to be that guy that comes like this, then go for it. But if you want to do things that make you last a little bit longer, and that applies to both the condoms and hey, Paul Sanders, $5. Thank you so much for that super chat. And I'm going to go to Paul right now. Don't Catholics practice the pull-out method? I know a lot of Catholic families with a shit ton of children. Why didn't the pull-out method work? Thank you, Paul. For the guys that were talking to me about pulling out works for them, forgot his name. Paul just answered the question here. So, Paul, you're not only helping me because you just donated $4.99, which I appreciate, but you are helping a lot of people here understand how important it is not to use the pull-out method. Thank you, Paul. I've taken painkillers and I've lasted a couple hours. Okay. All right. I'm 37. My wife is 53. And I met her in Jamaica. We were together for 3 years. That's absolutely cool. How's that working out, Nicholas? Cougar black women want as much child support as cougar white women. All equal, I guess. I guess so. Are you Italian? I have found older women wilder in bed than younger women. Fact. And that's another thing most people do realize is that, yeah, it's true. Older women do tend to get a little wilder in bed because why not? Is it normal for a guy to come in 2 minutes? Okay, so I think the urologist I spoke to, and if you guys want to hear more about that, it's on my podcast, Sex Talk with My Mom. We had a urologist on who talked quite considerably, and I think he actually was on my YouTube channel as well. His name is Dr. Joel. He talked a lot about what's normal and what's not normal about how fast coming is. In under 2 minutes, I think if you want to last a little longer than that, you might want to think about what's causing you to come really quickly, and if there's some things you can do about it. And one of the things you might try is just watching a little less porn. I just hit a 56-year-old up the other night. I tore that ass up. She loves me now. You go for it, the talk of Texas. She was, let's see, a 2-minute man. That's not normal. Make it last, dude. Okay, that's David in Atlanta talking to you about 2 minutes. Okay. I'm about to end this live stream. It's been really fun, really fun. Certain days I have a lot more fun with you guys than others. I like the questions today. I like the super chats today. And what else? Yeah. David, porn makes you come fast when I watch it. Yeah, you don't want to come fast. I think young women get wild in bed just as much to K spaces. I've had some older women that were boring. Okay, so yeah, I mean, you can't really like generalize and say all older women are great in bed and all younger women suck. I'm just saying that just purely by the numbers, a young girl is probably not going to have the kind of experience with one person or multiple partners that an older woman would. And that in itself may make them not as adventuresome or wilder or knowledgeable in bed. However, there are exceptions to every rule. You have to get your cougar wet. Jose, thank you for sharing that. Yes, obviously foreplay is a huge thing. So if you do come too quick and you have that issue, focus on her, focus on her, focus on her, give her a lot of foreplay, make her really wet. Everything will be great. You guys will have great sex. Okay. Let's see. This is a great idea. I hope people learn from it. I'm a pro, so I'm cool. There you go. Paul saying she needs to be eaten properly before the fucking. Yes, you have to get your cougar wet. I like to do that, but she won't blow me. Raymond, you have communicate. You need to tell her how important it is that you like that blowjob during sex, just like she likes when you go down on her. But maybe she gives great hand jobs. Maybe it's a religious thing. There could be a lot of different things going on. So just, I don't know, talk about it. Everybody talk about it with your significant other. The tip is on the tease type of intercourse where when you're getting close to the peak, stop for a few seconds. That's a good tip, Jose. I will not eat a girl out after I cream pie inside her. That's your call. Let's see. I do this. She won't blow me. Let's see. What are the qualities one should look for in a person if you are planning to marry? Vishal, this is my last question, Vishal. This is the last question I'll answer, and this is my answer. The qualities that you should look for in a person that you are planning to marry have to be the characteristics that you value. To me, I would value someone first and foremost that I could trust. Trust is super important to me. Someone who I enjoy hanging around with outside of the bedroom as much as inside, because when push comes to shove, sex is a very small part of a relationship, and the rest of it is really enjoying that person's company, making sure you're with someone who's a kind person, a loving person, an intelligent person, someone who you admire and respect and shows, compassion for other people. There's a million qualities that I could talk about, but those are some of the main ones. If you have more qualities, put them in the comment section below. Let's see. One more question. What if you don't like oral and can't get it up? Then what? What if you don't like oral and can't get it up? Then what? Big City Apple. What do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean by you don't like oral and can't get it up. So you can't get it up if you perform oral? I'm not sure what that means. Raymond, will she kiss the shaft? If yes, make sure she knows how good that feels. Good call, Paul. Okay, so for people who can't get their wives or girlfriends or partners or whatever to give a good blowjob, if you can't give a good blowjob or you can't even put their penis on the tip of the blowjob, I agree with Paul. Start like small. Let her just like maybe lick the shaft. Just a tiny little kiss the shaft. That might be a good start. After she does that, maybe it might be she doesn't want you to come in her mouth. So just say, I won't come in your mouth. Or maybe it'd be that you want to start with a little licking and then have her finish off with a hand job. There's a lot of different things. Or just say, I just want to get a little touch of a lick, one little lick, and then we'll go into full-blown intercourse. Just try a bunch of different things. Just get her to slowly take baby steps. Good call, Paul. Hi, Bean. Qualities, honesty, and respect. Everything else will come naturally. I think honesty and respect were both in my thing, weren't they? I hope so. Karen, will you marry me? Question was asked, it was something about would I want to be ever get married or just live with the person. So no, I'm not into signing any legal documents anymore. I think that's another thing. As long as I'm on my soapbox, I'm going to talk about don't get married unless it's something that you really want to do. Because I talked to so many people there on their wedding day. I said, did you know that you're marrying the wrong person? They said, yeah, I knew it when I got married. Don't do it. A lot of problems. Okay, and that's it. I hope you guys know how much I appreciate and love you. If you want a personal shout out video, go to bookcameo.com and sign up. There's an app there. Sign up for a booking with me. I will do a shout out and a video for you on whatever you want, whether it's a song, a dance, music. Just a pep talk. I'll do it for you. So Check out bookcameo.com/KarenLee, and I will definitely be happy to do that for you anytime. Bye. Hope you all had fun today.